Ready when you are.
Hello and welcome to Leaders TV. My name is Maxine Ruth and I am super excited about being here today because we've got an amazing interview which is going to take place with Tara Heatherstone. So let me introduce you to Tara Heatherstone.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you, Tara?
I'm good, thank you. I'm all right.
Great seeing you.
Thank you.
Anyway, listen, Tara, I know you are a multifaceted, talented individual. So tell our audience right now exactly what does Tara Heatherstone do?
What do? I get out of bed every day and I see what the day brings forth.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, and let's hear about some of the different events, charities. You're involved in so much. Let's hear it.
This is it. Like, it's whatever gets brought my way. Like, it's word of mouth, and it's a roller coaster, isn't it? Like, you kind of just embrace life with both hands and see what it brings to the table. So yeah, I do enjoy getting involved in events, especially when they're raising money for charity. I'm a people person. I like to network, so I really enjoy going to events, getting to know new people, and I love seeing people present their best self and get elevated. So
Amazing.
in particular, yeah, like
What charities? What charities are you involved with? Would you say? What charities are you involved with?
Recently, we've just this week had a dinner presentation with a charity that elevates women, inspires women. So maybe we can tag their link. I've been speaking to Terry Dunnage about his bands charity.
Lovely.
So I'd like to do something with him in the future. So he's another one to get on the radar as such. He does a lot of great work for men's mental health.
Lovely.
And with the journey that he's had, he'd love to do more. So yeah, he's one to watch. A couple of days ago, I went to see a film by the one and only Jason Cook, the Cook star. He's written, directed, and inspired books, and got his story out there for the world to see in film and book versions now. And his agenda is to raise awareness for issues like bullying and drug use.
Lovely.
Dyslexia, and he's done it all with that and transpired his life to this journey.
Okay.
And
Well, I know with yourself that you are involved with so many different individuals in regards to promoting, helping out, which I know that you can talk all day about. I know you are. But I mean, even being with Leaders TV, I mean, how did you meet Daniel? I mean, the founder of Leaders TV, because I mean, he's an incredible individual, as you know. But let's hear how you met Daniel.
I was lucky enough to do a collaboration with him.
Beautiful.
And he does many things with many people, because he doesn't just do events, he does collaborations, and he works alongside the people that invest in these events as sponsors. Like with the sponsorship side, he gets involved in the business side and the beauty side of life. And he had a lady that I was lucky enough to meet, and yeah, she worked magic on my skin, dare I say it. Yeah, we did a collaboration.
Beautiful.
And I was really up for that.
Beautiful. And you know, Leaders TV is obviously growing all the time, and it's having amazing people like yourself. Would you say that being Tara, the person that you are, that you can bring so much more to Leaders TV as well, would you say?
Well, we'll be finding out soon enough, I'm sure.
I bet.
Who am I to say?
Now, the other thing is that I know that you've got some other projects that are up and coming. Are you allowed to share with us any of those?
I wouldn't say that I, in particular, have up and coming projects. I'm more sort of dabble with
Like,
other
are
people's
you
projects.
collaborating? Are you collaborating with anyone kind of at this moment in time?
Well, in my personal life, I do a lot of collaborations. I do some modelling and
Oh,
I
cool.
do some bits and bobs with the drama side of things. That's my personal stuff. With the charity side, it's more volunteering to elevate and network and help people alongside their journeys. Yeah, like, so
Beautiful.
I would inspire to do more of that. Obviously, we've got Buzz Agency that do This Is Icon every single year. So fingers crossed I can have a little dabble and help Helen, the lovely Helen, with that later on in the year. So
Sure.
if anyone's interested, go follow her Insta page, This Is Icon, because that's a big one. And she's done that a few times now with great
She
success.
definitely has.
Yeah, supporting Prost8. So I enjoy that. I enjoy seeing the success of these events and what they bring to the awareness of certain
Okay.
situations that need addressing and more public
Okay.
awareness.
I mean, you sound like you're constantly helping and helping and helping. Would you say that you are walking in your purpose? Is this your passion? Is this who you are? You just want to help, and just change lives where you can?
I think it's a lifestyle, wouldn't you say? Like, it is
Absolutely,
a
it can
part
be,
of
yeah.
who you become when you start on that journey. It becomes a lifestyle. I mean, for me, helping and volunteering for charities would be the same as somebody else going to the gym for their soul. A lot of people
Wow.
direct it to their personal, like their personal journey with exercise. So it's however you maintain your mental health. And I choose to do my mental health this way. I feel like if I get embraced in other people's situations, it balances and put my own situations in perspective.
I love that.
So that's
I love that.
me by helping others.
Yeah, I like what you're saying, because obviously in this industry, there's so many of us with, mental health, just having challenges, that just things that probably we don't talk much about, because we're kind of always trying to keep it glitz and glam all the time. As you know, I think you can understand where I'm coming from saying that.
Nothing wrong with
But
a bit of glitz and glamour.
but we know in the background, the reality is that there's a darker side to the industry. And all I'm saying is, do you think so my series come on, please excuse me. But I would say that, yeah, there's a darker side to the industry. Would you say that there's enough help out there to kind of help those individuals that are going through certain things in personal life?
My
That's
personal opinion on
challenging.
it is that there's loads of help out there. It needs signposting. It's
That's
the
right.
signposting that is important. Hence, I'm saying to you, these people I'm mentioning, it will be particularly useful if, when we share the video, we can link where to find the information, because it's
Sure.
one thing having the information out there, and it's one thing having these people that are willing to mentor, educate, even to the point of supply budget. If you can't find them,
Sure.
the door is still shut. So the important thing is to sign people as to where to find the help. I believe that with the birth of this internet growth, there is so much help out there. And there are so many individuals that are willing to step up and advocate, like, for these charities, and, like, get involved and put themselves on the line, so to speak, and share their journeys and open up. But we need to be able to signpost them where to find the information and hear it.
Love this. Absolutely love this. I mean, you have been chosen and selected and picked out in regards to being potentially, well, it's not even potentially, you are one of the 30 top influencers. What do you have to say about that?
What a journey. I loved being online over lockdown. I thrived on it. I think it saved me from being completely isolated. I know that there's a lot of negative things that need to be addressed about the internet, i.e. the safety and the laws in regards to next generation accessing the internet in particular. But when there are so many people out there that, regardless of lockdown, are still isolated, it's really important that we invest in communities online and reach people that, for whatever reason, cannot access social lives outside of their homes. But for a number of reasons, people can become isolated. So,
Okay.
it's a great provision, and what an honour it is to be able to be in the journey of
I
being able to
know.
be a host, person, an influencer, whatever way you want to address it or call it, a
I love
person
it.
of appearance online that somebody can relate and interact with.
Absolutely. And all I would say, even to add on to that as well, knowing, I know I've known you probably for maybe around for about a year, 2 years, around that time. And all I would say, I've watched you go from strength to strength. And even, meeting people that we have in common, I've heard some very amazing and positive things, and talking about the Tara, that you are there just wanting to help, just wanting to reach out, just wanting to connect individuals, just wanting to make things right for people. And even as you said, just helping other people, events become perfect, because I know that you were always helping out, bringing people on board and things like that. This Tara, who I hear about, does it surprise you at all?
You don't sit down really and think about it, do you? You just do.
No. Yeah.
If you stop to think about it, you'd probably end up with like anxiety on how people perceive you.
100%.
Yeah, like sometimes it's best not to think about the perception of others and just go with how you see yourself.
Yeah. About receiving
Good or
positive.
bad, you might not agree with what you hear otherwise, and it
No, but
starts with
even how do you even receive that positive feedback is all I'm asking you, because it's very positive we hear, regardless.
I'd like to think so, but I am a grown woman, and I'm also aware that you can never be everyone's cup of tea. And I find personally that, unfortunately, some people question goodness and
Yeah.
question when people want to help, especially if they're not used to that kind of energy. They don't
Absolutely.
understand it.
I love that. I love what you're saying, because it is the truth. But whether they might think there's an ulterior motive for why you're doing that, and it's like, no,
Exactly.
this is me. But go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, no, exactly that. And, it's sad, but it is reality. Some people have had horrendous journeys and they're closed off to people, and they're not used to people reaching out to them or walking alongside them. So they find it unusual or hard to recognize. Um, that stops people from becoming community orientated in itself. You just
Sure.
got to keep on being you and doing you and filter that, because otherwise it would probably drive you insane. You can help people to a certain point, and then it becomes their own journey, and you just continue on yours and do you, regardless of what
Lovely.
people say. Good or bad.
Lovely. Well, I know, as I said earlier, that you're quite faceted, and there's a side to you where you do a bit of modeling, and you do, I know you like dressing up and going to different events and things like that. This is all part of. I know this is all part of who
Love
you
it,
are.
dress
What are you like?
up.
So where this is another side to Tara. How do
Sorry.
you? I said, I know this is another side to you that you enjoy it as well. Um,
Yeah.
and tell us a little bit more about that personal side of Tara, because there's also a totally different side to you. Even when I look at some of your photos, I think, wow, you look incredible, absolutely incredible. Well, who's that Tara?
Well, like, that's the Tara that my parents instilled in me as a child. I was fortunate enough to have a lot of dancing, singing, acting, mime, you name it, music lessons. Growing up, every single day of the week after school, I'd be chucked in some sort of class or another, and weekends too. So it was always there. And as I got older, I became involved in events. I was lucky enough to be a carnival princess for a few years, a number of years, and
Wow,
that's where my
wow.
first for charity events came to fruition. I did settle down for quite some time when I had my children and took a step back from the arts, but I was still involved heavily in roles at work that were advice related.
Lovely,
So I think that
lovely.
it's just inevitable it's going to
It's, it's,
continue on
it's,
that
ne- it's
journey.
never it's
Art,
never really left you by
ways.
the sound of it, has it?
It just presents itself in different ways
Yeah.
throughout the years. You grow as a person. Um, you know, like you can't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to be this and stay there for the rest of your life. Especially in this generation and this day and age. There's so much out there to experience and explore. So you just take the skill base that you build from, and then you just lead on with your journey. So who knows where you're going to end up, but you're always learning. You're never too old to learn in this day and age. There's education out there for
Absolutely.
everyone, regardless of age. So yeah,
Absolutely. Right.
the
Well, we
foundation is there, and then you move forwards. You build
absolutely.
life to live in.
You know, Tara, I just want to say a huge thank you for encouraging us today on Leaders TV.
You're going to take up French. Get on your learning journey. I think you love
Absolutely.
your ladies a lot behind the scenes as well, and you're always learning. I know that for a fact.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I just want to just say it's an absolute privilege even having you here on Leaders TV.
Thank you.
And I'm quite confident we will see you again.
Lovely.
But for now, thank you and goodbye. And God bless. And we'll see you again. But bye for now from Leaders
Lovely
TV.
to talk to you.
You too, Tara. All the best, my darling.
Thank you.